Hello YouTube. I want to talk to you about an issue that I have with Microsoft as an author. People who are writing stories about child abuse, whether it was their own or someone else's, and trying to raise awareness for what's happening out there in order to establish reforms and raise money to help victims, are being monitored and sometimes censored in such a way that the Microsoft Word application is disabled or sends them a notification message about content, even when they haven't explicitly sent in any of that material to Microsoft itself. Microsoft is monitoring usage of the Word application and probably other programs within their purview to discreetly surveil customers who are writing abuse stories with the intention of trying to prevent people from creating child abuse literature that might be used for erotic purposes. For authors who are legitimately trying to do something good, trying to tell either their survivor story or someone else's, and to raise awareness by telling fictional stories potentially that demonstrate the outcomes and how the system has failed victims and survivors. That could be a real obstacle to using Microsoft Word as a practical application for revising, editing, and creating a functioning draft before going to a publisher to seek their assistance, unless of course the authors are self-publishing. I think that while their intentions are good for trying to censor people, they are engaging in a pattern where they're overreaching against people's privacy, for one, and two, it's a form of censorship that silences victims and survivors when that occurs, and that needs to stop. I actually contacted a Microsoft team to speak to them about this a few years ago, to tell them, hey, your application is giving me issues as an author who is trying to write these stories for noble purposes. And y'all need to understand that people are trying to make a difference. There are people out there who are trying to make a difference. I mean, I got hurt by one of these victims. I was married to a victim. I am a victim. And I need facial restoration, as you can see from this video, because she attacked me while I was sleeping. And I'm trying to tell my story. And I need others to support my efforts to do that. I had a publisher run off with all of my money after I paid them to help me to develop this book series, and it was tens of thousands of dollars that got stolen from me by this fake publisher, and then I have to deal with people trying to censor me as well. And the truth is not pretty, but it needs to be told, because without telling people just how bad things actually are out there, what's happening to victims, people are not going to be motivated to want to support and assist and do for victims and survivors as what needs to be done. I didn't get any legal aid. I couldn't get anything. I didn't get any support whatsoever. I didn't know who to turn to. I got denied 5 times for legal aid by the only nonprofit in the state that offers legal aid to victims that I knew of. And along with my family, I have dependents, and I don't need to be censored on top of everything else. I don't know if they fixed this issue or not. I talked to a development team over at Microsoft, and I said, hey, y'all need to be careful about threatening to disable my Microsoft membership because I am trying to do something good here. I am. This isn't about producing content for sale to, you know, eroticize something terrible.